When Cody and I started dancing, we were immediately at ease with each other. I felt relaxed around him. Cody was easy to talk to. Eventually, we stopped dancing and stood chatting in the middle of the dance floor. During the song and the next, we opened up to each other like it was the most natural thing in the world. I forgot about the dance, the hall, and all of the people around us. For 10 minutes, it felt like Cody and I were the only people in the world. So even their dance was inappropriate because they lingered too long. But Cody would like you to believe that this whole thing was Mary pushing him, because he said, after Mary and I met Robin on the lawn of her cousin's house, Mary instantly sensed that there was something special about Robin. I was nervous because Robin was divorced, and a divorce can bring a lot of technical difficulties in terms of blending families and raising another man's children. I had always declared that I wouldn't invite this situation into my life, but the stirring I felt around Robin changed this almost right away. So Cody ignores the fact that he was the one ogling her at church. He was the one making eyes at her, kind of like telling her, I like you. Hey, hubba hubba. You know, he's the one that said hubba hubba. And he pushes it like Mary's the one that forced this, not telling Mary that he had locked eyes with her at church before and he had been already pre-planning this. And I have the belief here that this wasn't just accidental. I'm sure they talked at church. And he even acted like Mary forced him to dance with her. And he says, the minute Rob and I hit the dance floor, I became transfixed by her spirit. I couldn't deny the spark I felt, not the kind of spark you feel in your loins, but something deep and transcendent. I guess you could call it love at first sight. When we were talking after the dance, I went out of my way to avoid flirting with Robin and focused most of my energy on talking to her sister. When Mary and I got home that night, we stayed up for 2 hours talking about Robin. It was inappropriate. He was chasing her, and on the show, he made it seem like Mary was the one that chose Robin. He lied. He didn't tell Mary that he was staring at her at church. He didn't tell Mary that he was literally obsessed with this woman that he saw. He just made Mary believe like it was her idea, even though it wasn't. It was his idea. He pursued her. She pursued him. Mary was not the one that was being the pursuer. She was just after the fact told that it was her that brought them together when they both lied. And the fact that Cody completely ignores the fact that he even saw her at church proves that he was trying to cover that relationship up. And because they've lied about this, I have no doubt that there's other stories that happened in this relationship before they actually met on that lawn that have been withheld from the audience. They were far too cozy and comfortable for a couple that just like accidentally met. Like Robin was seeking him out, he was seeking her out, and it was done incredibly inappropriately. And because they didn't include the wives in this, and because they went outside of the wives and they did things in their courtship that were not allowed and disrespectful, that's why Christine had such a hard time with the courtship. That's why she said she felt like she lost her best friend, because Cody had adhered to standards within the church with her. She maintained all of the rules. She did everything the good girls in the church are supposed to do. And he couldn't return the favor for her and be respectful with Robin. And it was because he was in lust. So you have a daughter saying this is inappropriate. And Mykelti did a lot of, explaining away her dad and trying to defend her dad and defend Robin. And now that there is a more clear picture about how this came to pass and how Cody is the one that's like, I saw her, it was inappropriate, I wanted her. He made it seem again like it was Mary's decision. It wasn't. It makes me believe this account I had received from a woman that interacted with him several seasons ago, I think season 5 or 6. And she met Cody and on set, and he was flirting. She said he was flirting with her when the cameras stopped. Like the minute the cameras were off, he was flirting with her. He was definitely showing that he was interested in her. And the women were just sitting there and obviously not happy, but just were acting like, yeah, this is normal. This is what Cody does. And then on the show, they would say it's improper for a man to behave that way. Men can't go seek women out. Guys that do that at church are gross. There are definitely men in this church that pursue women and they're like out at dances and they're on the hunt for women. And Robin even went as far as to say that there are married men that go to dances solely to be scoping women out. And she said that's not well respected at the church, but that's exactly how they got together. He was at a dance, scoping her out. Cody had no reason to go to a dance other than if he wanted to dance with another woman. There's no reason for a married man that's not seeking another woman to go to a dance at all. The dances are for socialization so that they can meet new people. he was there with an agenda. She knows that. He knows that. Everyone on the show, like, I'm sure most of the family knows that. But what makes me kind of pause and scratch my head is what else was happening in their relationship that we don't know about. Like, it seems odd that he would travel to St. George 4 hours and then sleep at someone else's house. I never got this sense that they were chaste, like Robin said, because she lies about everything. I always got the sense that there was premarital relations happening. They seemed way too cozy. And then, it always just makes me wonder about those rumors that circulated a while ago about, Cody and Robin being caught at church kissing, which wouldn't surprise me, quite honestly. That kind of stuff does happen at that church. The men are known to be sometimes very inappropriate, but I don't know if that's true. That was just a rumor put out a couple years ago. But it is inappropriate. It was disrespectful. It was deceptive to those involved. And this, I think, is so much why there was so much apprehension when she joined the family, because everyone saw what his intentions were from day one. And he didn't hide it to any of them off camera. On camera, he played the dutiful husband to all, but he was never.